Welcome to InfoLens, where we uncover the untold stories behind global power, technology, and geopolitics. In today's episode, we're diving deep into one of India's most ambitious and controversial defense projects, the Arjun Main Battle Tank. Touted as a symbol of self-reliance and cutting-edge engineering, the Arjun tank was supposed to put India on the map as a military manufacturing powerhouse. But after 55 years, billions of dollars, and only 242 tanks produced, has it really lived up to the promise? Or is it one of the biggest defense failures of independent India? Stay tuned as we break it all down, only here on InfoLens. Power of arms production. A nation's arms production capability is a testimony to its technical, engineering, and managerial prowess. Most of the advanced and powerful nations are capable of producing arms not only for themselves, but also for the export market. The USA leads the list of such countries, closely followed by Russia, China, Germany, France, Italy, South Korea, Turkey, Pakistan, and India. Japan has recently joined this club. Producing weapons of war is a capability that requires years of research, technical knowledge, managerial skills, and large financial investments. Modern warfare and technological shift. These countries are capable of producing small arms, machine guns, anti-tank weapons, mortars, artillery guns, rockets, anti-aircraft missiles, air defense weapons, missiles of various ranges and payloads, tanks, other fighting vehicles, helicopters, fighter jets and other aircraft, various types of naval ships and submarines, etc. The recent wars, like Azerbaijan-Armenia and the Russo-Ukraine war, displayed the power of small drones, UAVs, loitering ammunition, etc. Their use and effectiveness have impacted modern warfare to such an extent that future wars will be conducted and fought in very different ways. India's case: ambition versus reality. India is an interesting case in this study. India, like other nations, embarked on manufacturing weapons of various kinds and has miserably failed to make a mark. I will discuss these one by one. The birth of Arjun tank. Let us start with a tank called Arjun, named after a Mahabharat Pandava hero. After the 1971 war with Pakistan, India decided to venture into designing and manufacturing an indigenous tank named Arjun. They touted it to be the best tank in the world, encompassing the most modern features and claiming it would be invincible on the battlefield. The project was a failure right from the beginning. DRDO's mission and early setbacks. The Arjun Main Battle Tank (MBT) project began in 1972, initiated by India's Defence Research and Development Organisation, DRDO. The project aimed to reduce reliance on foreign imports and develop a tank with superior firepower and mobility. However, despite design help from Germany's Krauss-Maffei, the tank suffered delays, budget overruns, and persistent technical issues. About the same time, the US Abrams tank, as XM-1, started in 1972, and by 1980 the initial tanks were inducted into the Army. Trials and development challenges. By 1996, 14 pre-production tanks were delivered for trials, which exposed 10 major flaws. This led to redesigns, escalating costs, and delays. Production only began in 2000. The first 5 tanks were delivered to the Indian Army in 2004, marking a slow entry into operational use. Technical features of Arjun MBT. The Arjun featured a 120mm rifled gun, APF-SDS ammunition, machine guns, and a 1,400 HP German engine. It was fast on roads but struggled in trials. Power pack failures, suspension problems, and inconsistent weapon performance raised questions about its reliability. Service record and operational concerns. As of April 2025, the Arjun remains in limited service. By 2015, 75% of the fleet was grounded due to technical failures and reliance on imported parts. Though these issues were resolved by 2016, the tank never became a core asset in India's armoured forces. Heavyweight problem and limited future. Weighing over 68 tons, the Arjun is too heavy for deployment in key border regions. The Army's last order of 118 Mach 1A tanks appears more symbolic under the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative than practical. India is now attempting to export Arjun, but no deals have materialized yet. Looking ahead, shift to light tanks. The Army is now focusing on lighter, more agile tanks like the Zorawar for high-altitude regions like Ladakh. With over 3,700 tanks in total, mostly T-72s and T-90s, the Arjun, with just 242 units, remains a niche, almost ceremonial addition. Summary of failures. In a fast-changing tech world, Arjun was outdated by the time it was inducted. With slow production, zero exports, and internal dissatisfaction, the project is widely seen as a failure. After 55 years and billions spent, India produced only 242 tanks. Core mistakes and final thoughts. The major mistakes were grand ambitions with poor project management, trying to create a super tank in one go. The Ukraine war has shown that even advanced Western tanks like Abrams and Leopards can fail. Hopefully, India has learned its lesson after burning billions of taxpayers' money. Please subscribe and wait for the next episode where we will unpack the problems of INSAS, another grand failure of India's pipe dreams of weapon manufacturing.